How's it hanging? I finally got this shit to, you know, do its thing. Anyways, how are you? Happy Sunday, I guess, even though it's 7:30. It's fucking 7:30, but whatever. Let's see. I've been wanting to go live this week, but just, be busy at work, so I don't really got time to go live when I'm like doing the weekend shit. So usually the weekend is my best time. Usually the week is my best time to go live and stuff. I think the last time I went live was when everything was going on in Minnesota, and it seems that it's just gotten way crazier since then. I'm back on to Twitter because the shit got boring. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. Now they're fucking, because I'm just so used to being on Twitter, and you know what I'm saying. Now it's just like, okay, what the fuck do I do with myself now? So I came back. Like, I mean, honestly, obviously, it's kind of hard to not see everything that's going on because of the simple fact that it's all over the place. So it's you can't really dodge it, really. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just like don't follow people or unfollow certain people and stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, this has been completely bonkers. I mean, just there's been oh my God, there's been so many protests out here in Jersey. Like, like literally up and down the state. Like Newark, I think the biggest one was like Newark. They just had one in Plainfield yesterday. Plainfield, if y'all don't know, that's where I'm from. They went to Plainfield. They've had it in uh, like I said, Newark, Plainfield, Atlantic City, Trenton, Camden, mountains, Morristown, Montclair, West Orange, Bloomfield, Clifton, Patterson. I think like more south. I think Asbury Park, stuff like that. Like it's been definitely like it seems like it's a lot more like up this way. Like not in Perth Amboy, I don't no, not none up here, um but yeah, so I was like, okay. But yeah, like I said, it's been a lot of protests out here in Jersey and stuff like that. I'm not sure about like mostly like South Jersey. I'm not sure. Um, we had like trade and Camden, Atlantic City, for the most part, I think. But yeah, it's been a lot of protests and stuff. Um, like shit. Uh, hold on. Hello. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I was just doing something. Yeah. Can I call you back? Okay. Okay. All right. Call you back. Sorry, that was my uncle. My bad. I know I probably should have just ended the live, but yeah, I'll call him back. I'm assuming that's down your way. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, like, man, shit has just been. I ain't gonna lie, it's been like just seeing on my timeline. Just like I said, a lot of protests. I just seen like stuff about the one in Philly yesterday. It was like thousands of people in Philly, and there's just been like literally every state that I heard of, every like the entire country has been protesting. There's been protesting like London and Paris and Switzerland, and I heard Korea was even protesting. So it's like it's not even just like the states that's been doing this. I'm sure they was doing it. I think they was doing it in Toronto too, but like yeah, like it's just a lot of people protesting. And the thing that's kind of frustrating is that when people are making statements about the looting and stuff, like they just saying, oh yeah, don't loot. But I'm like, it seems like you're putting the looters in with the protesters. That's the thing. Like people that's like, okay, for instance, when people was looting out in Atlantic City, it wasn't the people that was protesting. It was people that was coming out of town, coming to Atlantic City to start looting shit. That was what they was doing over there. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, you know what I'm saying, with New York when they was like running up and down Soho and busting up in stores and all that. Those weren't protesters. Those were people that was just looting just to loot and to cause, burn up cars and shit like that. Those are the, you know what I'm saying? So stop. I need people to stop trying to mix in protesters with the looters. They're two different groups of people. The people that's out there peacefully protesting and all that shit, that's over here. The people that's just going around and just like busting up stores and shit like that, those just people that's just doing it because just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, the fact that it's a fucking pandemic, so a lot of these places aren't open because let's be real, I don't know if it was just a regular day. I'm not sure if all this shit had been going on, if like these stores were still open. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, and then I just remember like who was it? Tiny friend, Shakana, like she went, people was like dragging the hell out of her the other day because supposedly she was crying over Gucci, but then she said she wasn't crying over Gucci, and I'm like, okay, but then I saw some other shit that was saying like, oh, she don't care about Gucci, but then like if they made something, she'd buy it or whatever. I'm like, okay, and then I saw the clip when her and Tory Lanez were talking, and it just seemed like she was amped up from the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to have a conversation with her, but she was just like on 10. And he's not yelling at her, like he's trying to get her to like calm it down, like to have a civil conversation because she popped up on his live. Cause I guess she found out that he was talking about her. But I'm like, girl, you were viral. Like everybody was talking about you. And what was put out there made it seem like you were upset that people was busting up in Gucci and Icebox in Atlanta, which is a jewelry store. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Um, so like don't get mad at that shit. That was what was put out there. So just saying. Now of course, do I agree with it? Absolutely not. Like no one wants to see people's businesses bust open and shit on fire. But like again, those are the looters, not the protesters. Those are the looters. Now a lot of times people that's doing the looting, majority of them just doing it just because. But there are probably a small percentage just doing it because they're angry, and that's fine. But the people that's just busting up shit because they ain't got shit else to do, that's those the people I have the issue with. But at the end of the day, when it pertains to people like Chanel and Gucci and Versace and them, these people make millions upon billions of fucking dollars. These people have what we call insurance. So all that shit that was swiped from the stores, they will get that shit right back. That's just how it is. And like when you own a business, any type of, it doesn't matter if you're running a fucking jewelry store, car dealership, fucking clothing store, jewelry store, whatever the hell it is, or even a fucking weed dispensary, right? You have insurance just in case some shit happens, in case something, you get robbed. You know what I'm saying? You get busted by looters, shit catch on fire, whatever the fucking case may be, you have insurance in case shit happens. So stuff like that, they're gonna get their money back. Now, I can't say for sure about like smaller businesses. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, that I can't say because it's a whole different thing when it comes to small businesses because most people, you know what I'm saying, is coming out, they pocket, they've worked like so hard and spent so many years and stuff like to open that business. So that I'm just like, Like I said, I don't give two fucks about Gucci and them. I don't care about them because I'm not buying that shit. So if y'all get that shit busting, y'all get your shit back. But people that have small businesses, that's not the case. So there was that, and then people was dragging the fuck out of Trina because yeah, she definitely put her foot in her mouth with that one. Like I saw the clip, and then Trick Daddy was really trying hard to like reel her in, but once she got started, it was a fucking wrap. I said, "Oh my god!" Like, of course, she made an apology and all that shit, but it's just like it's justified that people were dragging the hell out you, girl. And then it's like, don't be mad when people are dragging because of what you said was fucked up. Like you calling people animals and shit. Like, do you not know what the hell is going on? Like, girl, you live in Miami. You're from Miami. Come on. Like, let's be real here. But you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then it's just like, it just seems like it just seems like this whole thing is like police is just like wilding the fuck out. Like, I've seen countless videos of people getting tased, shoved, maced, pepper sprayed, beat with batons, arrested, you know what I'm saying, put in the fucking, you know what I'm saying, those fucking, the paddy wagon, that's what we call it up here. But, you know what I'm saying, when you arrest like a bunch of people, put in one of them shits, and it's like like a whole bunch of people in one of these fucking, you know, those shits, and like, you know what I'm saying, ain't got no air. They ain't got, you know what I'm saying, all crazy shit, just crazy shit. And I'm like, I'm fucking disgusted. Like I'm absolutely disgusted. And it's like, and it's just, like I said, and then mind you, there's people still dying. Like this, so I've seen so many fucking things on my fucking timeline of this person dying, this person dying. That there's still people dying. These are protesters who were peaceful, that weren't doing anything wrong, still end up dying. Like I just saw something earlier, I think it was like this morning, about a girl. She died, I guess, from like the tear gas, and she ended up having respiratory failure. She was 22. You know what I'm saying? People getting shot with fucking rubber bullets. You know what I'm saying? People losing their eyes, their teeth, having to get fucking facial reconstruction and shit because of, you know, getting hit close range with rubber bullets. Mind you, I did not know rubber bullets were that, like, these shits are like this big. I could be even, these shits are huge. And I honestly thought that when like I said, I've never seen a rubber bullet before until like recently. So like when I heard the term rubber bullet, I'm thinking it's like the size of a bullet in a way, but it's just made of rubber. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen this shit before. So that's just maybe my stupidity, I guess. But yeah, it's just like this shit is just fucking insane. But there is, you know, something has been done. You know, they upped the officer that killed George Floyd. He got his charge up to second-degree murder, and they also arrested the other 3 officers that were there that day. And then now they're also trying to, I think they either trying to reopen Breonna Taylor's case or something along those lines. But like they're trying to do that with her case as well. And her birthday was Friday. Should have been 27, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I'm hoping something is done with her. And what's the oh my god, I got his name. I forgot the other gentleman's name. That was killed while jogging. But yeah, him, the 3 men. So it was like the 2 guys that, you know, killed him, and the guy that was filming it. They all were charged, and they're like, yeah, and of course they pled not guilty, of course, but they were charged as well. So they're gonna, you know, go to trial and shit like that. So obviously something's being done with all this that's going on. And I'm glad. I'm glad that something's being done. You know what I'm saying? Something needs to be done. Because it's like, how many more people are going to be turned to a fucking hashtag? Just saying, like this shit is absolutely ridiculous. It is. I mean, it is about time. It really is. Like to be honest, like it makes me worried, not just for myself, but my brother, my brothers, uncles, cousins, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just walking down the street, like, granted, where we live is most predominantly blacks and Latinos or Latinx. Sorry if I misuse the term, but you know what I'm saying? Where I am is like I said, it's mostly blacks and Latinos where I live, and where I was living in Star, same shit. So like, you know, that's just how it is. But it's just really like, it's just fucked up, bro. It's really fucked up because like all this would not have had happened if people just weren't abusing their power. Period. Like I did all this to this man over what a fake, like a fucking check or counterfeit 20 or some shit like that. Really was all necessary. It wasn't. Absolutely it wasn't. It wasn't. Cause like for instance, like when I used to work at a supermarket, when I used to work at Kmart, like if we would take, like we would have the pins and shit, and I remember we were always told like if you get now I thought it was like, well, what the fuck? So like they told us if you get like a counterfeit bill, don't keep it, give it back. I'm like, okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I guess because we had the pins and shit. So like, you know what I'm saying, we would do the process. You know what I'm saying? If you worked in retail, you know what the fuck I'm talking about with the pins and shit. Yeah, it says, yeah, I was watching Michael Trapson's video. He said that there's so many impersonators who are mad ignorant and people only hire the white impersonators instead of the black impersonators. In terms of what? Like what protesters and shit? Like, I don't know, yeah, just explain it to me. But yeah, it's just like shit's fucking wild. And then another thing is just like people have been pretending we're going to go to K-pop for a bit. So people were, upset that people in K-pop weren't speaking out because only a couple people were. Oh, okay. Um, and and people were, weren't speaking out and things like that. And I understand that. I totally get it because let's be real here. Like K-pop gets a lot of, you know, of what it is through Black culture. Like how many fucking groups you seen that have, like the aesthetics, the sound, how some people sing. Like it's like you get that from Black culture. You know what I'm saying? And at first I was like, I don't know, maybe we're asking too much of these people to say something. But then I really thought about it. I had a conversation with Sam. I'm like, no, we're not asking too much. You know what I'm saying? We're not asking too much. Because there's so many groups, like I said, rather, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these groups, you know what I'm saying, how many, like, especially, like, think about it, like, how many groups over the past fucking, what, I don't know, 10, damn near 10 years have incorporated, like dance moves or dances that were created by Black people. The Dougie, the Whip, the Nene, the Shoot Dance, the Whoa, all that shit I've seen in K-pop videos over the past damn near 10 years. You know what I'm saying? There are Black dancers that have done stuff with K-pop idols and groups and shit. There's Black choreographers, producers, songwriters, stylists, probably. Like, there's so many people, you know what I'm saying, that have used, that have gotten the Black culture. And I know a lot of people were like coming down on SM, which I do get, because like I said again, you know what I mean, fucking Black producers and songwriters I have on y'all fucking payroll, and I ain't say nothing. Like, a lot of the songs that's from people on your roster were done by Black people. The least you can do is say something, like, at least acknowledge. At least, like, I know people like open your purse with the roof. At least acknowledge it. But I think the people I'm most disappointed in, hands down, is fucking YG. Like, that entire label was created from Black culture. Now, yes, obviously, Seoul Taiji and the Boys was the ones to bring hip hop to Korea. I get that. And because of that, started YG. And you can look it up. If you look back at old YG, I'm talking like One Time, Lexi, Jin Yu Sean, all of them, they was out here fucking wearing throwback jerseys, fucking fitted caps and Timbs, like back, like the whole like aesthetic. Like, just listen, like I said, YouTube that shit. It's up on YouTube still. Exactly, early Big Bang, like all of that shit was through Black culture, right? Like, your whole, like, it was a hip hop / R&B type of label. People wasn't doing that really back then. Not really. Most people was doing more pop shit. People wasn't really doing R&B shit until like really like, those people or whatever. Maybe like SES, I guess. But I consider it more pop than anything, but still. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bruh, like, nobody, like, I mean, I know like Taeyong has said something, but that's it. Like, nobody from Winner, no one from Blackpink. Like, listen, most people in YG have their own fucking social media, with exclusion of certain people. Like, Days, like, he don't got shit. He's not on social media, stuff like that. But like, all the Winner got shit. Well, okay, we're going to exclude like 1 or 2 members because they're in the military, but okay, still, you got Winner, all of Blackpink got fucking Instagrams. iKON has Instagrams and Twitter. They don't even be on Twitter, but they got Instagrams and shit. Where's GD at? Where's Top at? Like, I'm just saying, like, those are the people I'm most disappointed at. Like, 'cause that's like your whole fucking, that's your whole thing. Like, that's your whole thing, is like Black culture. Like, for Christ's sake, I had a whole Black band that's been working with y'all since what, 2012. They've been on tour with Big Bang, 21, Blackpink, GD, Taeyong. Like, they've been working with them for years. You know what I'm saying? You've had people, so you've had Black choreographers. You've had people that like help produce your tours that are Black. Like, I don't get it. Like, I haven't heard jack shit from anybody from YG. You can't count CL because you're not on there anymore. Like I said, Taeyong, like, that's the fuck it. Like, there's no excuse for GD because you're out the military, which you ain't been, like, it's rude because I ain't seen, GD hasn't been posting like a lot lately, to be honest, but still, Like, it's not like, what are y'all doing? Like, it's not like y'all are active. Yeah, y'all supposed to do Coachella, but like that didn't happen. So like, I feel like there's no fucking excuse. No excuse. I'll let Bobby slide. I know he's gonna be like that. He can't remember his fucking password to Instagram, but still, there's other people that have not said nada, nothing. So I ain't shit. I mean, like, if you're talking like JYP, like I've only heard from like what Mark. I think that's the only one from GOT7. I guess, but yeah, YG has been radio fucking silent. I can't think of anyone else in YG besides fucking JYP besides Mark. I know SM. There's a couple people. Like Gary has said something. Luna. We're gonna get into Luna. Johnny. Like there's been a couple people, but Boa. But yeah, not too many folks. Oh, he did. Okay. See, I didn't know if Jackson said anything or not. Okay, but still, like what's up? Like what's good? It's just like, come on, like they have, yes. John Pinzello, BM, he's been very vocal about it. Jesse, Jay, of course, Jay, like all higher music and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, I need to hear more shit from K hip hop more than anything, because again, that's your whole fucking. Y'all wouldn't have no career if it wasn't for Black culture. How y'all be dressing, the music y'all make, all the other shit. Yeah, I ain't heard shit from Zico in a hot little minute, but yeah, it's like all of y'all, like you fucking like. I know Crush. Hi, I know Crush has spoke. I think Dean as well. We all know Dean. He's like barely on social media these days. And like a couple of people, but still, it's like I would expect more people. But then, speaking of K hip hop, so okay, so like the other day, I think sometime this week, correct me if I'm wrong. So there was somebody, what's his name? Los. He is from Cali, but if y'all watch Show Me the Money, um, he was on season 6, 7, 6, season 6. Yeah, season 6. Yep, season 6, right? So he posted something on his Instagram about, it was a video of a couple of Asian kids being like bullied by some Black kids. And of course, a lot of them had something to say. And I'm like, okay. So of course, a lot of Black K-hip hop fans were upset because to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but to my understanding, that video was like 3 years ago. The video was 3 years ago, and people have been saying like y'all have been radio silent about, you know, Asians being, bullied or assaulted by Blacks or whoever, but now y'all wait till the whole Black Lives Matter movement to speak, and that's true. Like I follow a couple people, and I didn't even really hear them talk about shit about the coronavirus. To keep it a stack, like I haven't seen like if you're talking like about them, I haven't seen people talking about what was going on where like Asians were being like targeted when the start of the coronavirus happened, and Asians were being like have racial slurs thrown at them, people being assaulted and stuff like that, which I wasn't with that at all. Like that was not okay. Like why is y'all out here fucking with Asian folks? Like they like listen, that person didn't do it. They didn't start the fucking virus. And of course, they just automatically think, oh my God, they Chinese. And I've had people tell me, like, I'm not going to eat Chinese food anymore. I'm like, girl, that's on you. But my black ass, so I'm still eat what the fuck I want to eat. I don't give a fuck. Like, shit, I had like fucking Korean food like a couple weeks ago. Actually, want some more, but still, it's like this just people just being real fucking ignorant. But I didn't see none of them go on any fucking platforms and was like, writing fucking think pieces about what was going on. Like, why was y'all silent? That would have been the time to say something because I was fucked up. Was going on, but not just Asian Americans, but just Asians. Period. Like I felt horrible. Like they were just immediately targeted because this whole fucking it's all they fault. It's all they fault. But I ain't seen none. I did not see jack shit about that though. I wasn't seeing shit about y'all talking about this coronavirus. I ain't see that shit either. But okay, but y'all want to wait till someone uploads a 3-year-old video. Granted, it was wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, that shit was fucked up. What happened to them? Like they didn't do anything for them to be, assaulted like that. But I wait till now. Okay. So yeah, a lot of Black K hip hop fans were not fucking feeling the child, and then of course, people were, not too happy with BTS, and I get it, because they were silent for a fucking hot minute, and then they posted something, and it's honestly I don't know, I just find it weird that ATEEZ, BTS, and Monster X kind of have like similar statements that came out like around the same fucking time. Maybe that's just me. I just felt that was just weird as fuck. I'm like, okay. And I know that they had just donated like $1 million to like the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, it's cool. Like I said, I'm not like putting a gun to your head and be like, open your fucking purse. But I just want people to acknowledge what the fuck is going on. That's it. That's like, if you want something from me, that's all I really want. It's just you to acknowledge what the fuck is going on. Period. That's it. And I know people are like, well, I can't donate. Like, I feel like that's a crock of shit. Like, people are coming up with so many excuses as to not speak out or do anything. Like, you don't have to donate. If you don't have the money, then don't donate. Petitions are free, boo. You don't gotta pay for none of that. All you gotta do is put your fucking name and hit click, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Like, if you don't have the money, that's cool. You don't have the money for it, fine. You know what I'm saying? But you should be able to express it some way. Just saying. I'm just saying. Like I've donated to. It's weird because I don't really like to broadcast this kind of shit, but I've donated to quite a few organizations this past week. Like, child, you look at my fucking bank statements. You know what I'm saying? If I felt like if I can be out here buying albums and shit, I can donate. That's how I looked at it. So I had no problem donating to a lot of these causes. It wasn't even just like in relations to Breonna Taylor or George Floyd and stuff like that. It was just like different organizations dealing with the Black Lives Matter movement. And even like some organizations dealing with, Black trans women and, just LGBTQ plus communities as well. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. I've signed many petitions. So like there's other things you can do, whether your platform is small or large. But I honestly feel like, I guess people feel like, well, I'm not black, so it don't affect me. Again, I feel like that's a crock of shit, but that's just my opinion on it. Davida, she's a singer. She just recently got signed to AOMG. I'm not familiar with her music, but that's really I know who she is. But yeah, it's just been a lot of shit going on. It's just like it's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's definitely been a lot. Like I said, I go on my fucking timeline and there's always some shit. There's always some shit going on. It's like, oh my God. Like, what is it today? I did see her call out KCON. If I'm correct, I mean she's not really wrong when it pertains to like black creators and stuff not being at KCON. I mean, compared to other years, yeah, I can see what she's talking about. Because if I remember when we went, I mean, it was Courtney. She did her mental health panel. There was a couple people there for Dre when he had his panel. We didn't really go to many panels last year, so I'm not sure. But definitely last year, there was a lot more like black creators at KCON over the past few years. At least I can't say, obviously, I can, it's probably goes for LA, but at least in New York or Newark or whatever, I did see a lot. I mean, I just see a lot of YouTubers, period. I was at like 20, the last time I went before last year was 2017, and I seen hella YouTubers, hella fucking YouTubers. But yeah, so I did see what she said, and I do feel like some of these people, I'm like rolling my eyes. I'm definitely rolling my eyes at the NFL because I'm like, so we just gonna forget how y'all still doing Kaepernick? Okay, that's cool. Like you know what I'm saying, like people like I said, people that's like fucking hypocrites, like I said, fucking NFL and other people that have like said and done shit in the past. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. What was it? Oh, and I saw some shit throughout the week. It was, I don't know if I remember the show. I don't know if I remember The Hills, but Spencer's sister, Stephanie, she was like, shoot the looters, da da da. And people called her ass out because I do remember years ago, she got caught stealing out of fucking, Nordstrom's, Lord and Taylor, one of the fucking stores, out her fucking shoplifting. And I'm like, I guess the MTV checks wasn't cutting it or something. I don't know. Since I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you might want to shut the fuck up on that one, but okay. What the fuck else is going? I gotta go and look because in between all this, like the protesting and stuff like that, there's like some other shit that's going on. Oh, whew, okay. Amber is sick of y'all shit. She is tired of y'all. She is tired of y'all, and I get it. Like I said, I've spoke about what Amber said last year, and I wasn't here for it. Not at all. But at the same fucking time, y'all can't sit here and you want people to do better when the opportunity comes, y'all still shitting on them. Just saying. The last time I checked, Amber was out here protesting. So the same people that's like out here shitting, and mind you, Amber, I ain't been feeling her lately, but still, like, the people that's like still like, fucking coming at Amber. Have you donated? Have you signed the petitions? Have you protested? If you haven't done any of the sort, then I suggest leave her the fuck alone. Just leave her alone. Leave her alone. And I know like it was some shit going around talking about she pregnant by Shindong from Super Junior, and I'm sitting here like I'm not surprised that she snapped. Like I'm not surprised at all. Because like when you keep poking the bear, eventually the bear's gonna fucking maul, fucking like eat your fucking arm off or some shit. So like I don't blame her at all for snapping. I don't. Yeah, they were saying that suppose she was pregnant by fucking Shindong, and it was receipts put out there that someone purposely tried to put that out there about her or whatever. And yeah, like I said, she's sick of y'all. She is sick of y'all. Like I said, y'all can't be mad. My phone is blowing the hell up. Like I'm saying, like y'all can't like she spoke up. Of course, people had something to say. She go protesting. Like I said, it's just like I said, people beg and beg for people to do better. And then when they do, y'all still dragging them like do you want them to do better or not? Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, come on, bro. So like I don't blame Amber for, spazzing at. I don't blame her at all. I really don't. I don't. So Davina said that Korean artists are so quick to wear dreads and use Black culture for themselves, but when it's, trying to help out the Black community, some are silent, and she's absolutely true. She's absolutely fucking accurate. I mean, it's the truth though. You know, like I was saying before, when it pertains to, I'm not even talking about K-pop. I'm talking about just K-hip hop. You know how many times I've seen people wear braids and dreads and twist and wear grills and, rocking Supreme and Babe and all these other, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want the aesthetic, but when it comes down to it, y'all quiet. It might get me in trouble for what I'm about to say, but fuck it. Like, when the people with the phrase, people want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga, that's really the fuck it. Like, this really it, though. Like, it's really the fuck it. Like, that's just how it is. Like, y'all wanna act like us. Y'all wanna, make fucking hip hop, and y'all want, auto tuning and trap and shit, all this other shit. But then when it gets down to the get down, y'all ghost. Like, am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm on the money on that one. But I mean, it's the fucking truth. Like, it's really the fucking truth. Like I said before, a lot of these people would not have a fucking career if it wasn't for Black culture. And that's just absolutely period. Period. I'm also be trying to see what's going on. Like I said, so much shit going on, trying to keep up. What was it? So Haitian from NCT, he went on V Live and he was talking about sussings outside of the members of 127's dorm and outside of Dream's dorm. And I guess they've said like many times, don't come here, and they don't fucking listen. I mean, I could never be a fucking idol. Like, I couldn't. I really couldn't. Like, they go through a lot. They really do. And I feel bad for, like, it doesn't matter if you're a boy group, girl group, doesn't matter. It's a lot to be in that industry. And I just feel bad. Like, I really do. I feel bad for them. I really do. Like I said, I just want to have some peace You know what I'm saying? I just want to eat, sleep, be with my members, chill out. And then now I gotta deal with bitches blowing up my phone, bitches knocking on my door, all this other shit. Like, I mean, honestly, like the sad part about it is like it's not gonna end. Like South Saints will be here forever. Like fucking roaches. Like they like you may kill a couple, but they gonna come back. They're gonna come back. Um, like I said, that's just the fucking sad part about all of that. Really, it's that's really sad. You know what I'm saying? Like they be working these crazy fucking schedules, and all they want to do is just relax, and then they gotta deal with this bullshit. It's like, come on. Now I do feel like there should be more. This is more on SM side that there should be more done to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Because unless they got like some heavy duty fucking locks on these doors, or like fucking bomb fucking keypads and shit, like it's if they're like outside of the fucking dorm, like outside the door, like that close, what makes you think they can't get the fuck in? Like it's happened before. What was that? Supposedly somebody broke into EXO's dorm and stole Dio's underwear or some bullshit or some crazy shit. So like these hoes is fucking relentless, bruh. Like they are. And it's just really fucked up that all of these people have to go, not just NCT, but just all these people have to deal with this shit. Like, so like the company need to do better at keeping these people safe. Just saying, like, why aren't they at a dorm where they have a motherfucking door person? That's like, okay, who you here to see? Da da da. And then normally, if you go to like, okay, not normally, but like certain apartments, depends on where the fuck you at. So like, okay, for instance, say we're talking about New York, right? And you live in fucking like Tribeca, right? 9 times out of 10, because of the neighborhood, most apartments in fucking Tribeca are gonna have a fucking door person, like because Tribeca is fucking expensive. So you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a door person, and you can't just roll up. They're gonna be like, okay, who are you? Who are you here to see? They're gonna call the person and be like, hey, someone's here to see you with the woo. I'm just saying, like, these companies need to do better with keeping these people safe. Just saying. I'm just, and that's just everybody. Everybody. I mean, it's just fucked up that it's really fucked up to have to go through this shit. And it's just like no one wants to deal with that. I mean, bad enough, fucking BTS gotta fucking fly private now because bitches have been fucking known to buy first class seats to go with them to wherever the fuck they're going because they're like buying information. Like I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck that's legal. I mean, I kind of see I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's illegal. It may be moral, but not illegal. Like in a business standpoint, but like I don't think it's illegal. But they should make it illegal. Like you shouldn't have get easy access to where someone's flying. I mean, like they be knowing like what fucking seat they in and motherfucking what airline is. Like, come on, that's just ridiculous. And then people like, when it pertains to BTS specifically, people like, well, why can't this get a private jet? Do y'all know how much this shit costs in the upkeep? And don't forget, it's not just BTS funding these fucking planes. It's their manager, probably the fucking stylist or whatever. Like it's mad. It's like when these groups travel, they don't just travel with just them. They travel with a bunch of people. Like fucking look, for instance, like who was it? Like for instance, like Cardi B, right? Like Cardi, she flies private. So it's usually her, Culture, Offset, fucking her fucking manager, fucking stylist, makeup artist. Like it's a crew of people. So it's not just BTS flying these fucking private jets. And that shit is expensive. Yeah, BTS, you know what I'm saying? Big Hit got dough, but like this shit is expensive, especially for and where the fuck is BK gonna have a fucking private jet stored anyway? Just saying, like, this shit's expensive as hell. It's hella expensive. The upkeep is fucking expensive. You gotta pay these people too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, like, it's like people make it seem like it's so fucking simple. Like, it's not as simple as it is. It's not. Especially how fucking busy they are. Like, they fly all over the fucking world. You're not talking just to Japan or fucking, you know, I wouldn't say China, but they can't even go to China shit no more. But like stuff like that, like, so yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just sucks for them. Like, I know that BTS has mentioned this many times that, like, you know, they're scared because people have been like overstepping their fucking boundaries. And it's like, now it is like, and I'm talking about just the ones that's like buying, you know, flight information. Now, if it gets to like, you know, for instance, say you're lucky enough that you're on the same, like, it's just coincidence. Like, you're not, you know, you're not purposely trying to bother them. Like, just think, for instance, right? Like, say if I'm like, I'm flying to, I don't know, I'm flying to fucking Korea or some shit, right? And I just so happen to be in the same flight as BTS, and I just so happen to sit next to fucking one of the members. You know how fucking nervous I would be? Well, one, I'm sitting next to fucking one of the members of BTS, but two, I'm gonna be scared that they think I'm some fucking crazy ass South singer or some shit when I'm honestly just on a fucking flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a coincidence. Like, you like, because it's happened before. Like, but just famous people. Period. Like, oh, y'all was in the same flight with such and such. Like, it was on no creeper shit. You just happened to be on the same flight as them. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be fucking nervous as hell. Like, I'll be thinking, oh shit, I don't want them to think I'm some fucking psycho. When I'm just trying to get to where I'm trying to go. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I just really feel awful, and it just got me thinking back in the day, like y'all honestly, y'all think that motherfucking BTS and them got it bad, bro. Y'all gotta look about what fucking was going on with fucking Super Junior and TVSQ back in it. Like, I honestly feel like TVSQ had it. It was awful. I've read so many threads about what TVSQ was going through back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there wasn't really social media. There was no Twitter back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, them bitches were like, they were relentless. I mean, I can't even tell you like how many videos I've seen. Like, what was it? Obviously the one with where the fucking, I don't think that was a sad thing. That was just a fucking it was an anti-fan or whatever. But when he got poisoned, I still feel like he should have pressurized on that hell, but okay. I think what oh my god, who was it? Was it Changman or something? Where he like yanked somebody out the car or some crazy shit? Because they was following him in a cab and like people was doing that shit, like bitches out here fucking paying off taxi drivers to follow these idols around all day. And there was a video I seen like years ago. And it was the fuck was it? It was girls were like it was about Sasaengs, and they were saying that like there were girls that were like selling themselves to pay, you know, so for like, you know, taxi drivers to, you know, drive them around and shit because they couldn't really afford to, you know, pay the taxi drivers and shit like that. Like, this shit was fucking nuts. Like, these bitches was like that fucking desperate. Of course, like, you know, the whole period blood thing, and that shit is fucking disgusting. But like, the shit is insane. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is wild, bro. It really is. What else is going on? Oh yeah, so Sungyoon is having his comeback the end of this month. I think the end of the month, and I'm very excited for it. 17's having to come back, and that shit is confusing the motherfucker. So what I mean by it's just like the packet, like the album itself is mad fucking confusing. Like, it's supposed to like DIY album. I don't fucking know. Like I've had a couple people explain it to me. I'm still like, still go over my, it's still go over my fucking head. I don't fucking get it. But I'm like, okay. Um, let's see. Twice came back. I haven't heard the album yet because I ain't go. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like all this week, I've been listening to a lot of PH1 this week for some reason, so I haven't really listened to like Twice and stuff. But I did pre-order the album, so I guess I'll get that eventually. I'm gonna have to wait to get that because I pre-ordered that with Wavy. So whenever Wavy comes out, which should actually be sometime this week, Wavy should be coming back. And I guess whenever that comes out, then I'll get my albums. And I have a couple other things coming, but I have to get them from Choice Music. But I know like they're like backed up because they had just reopened the store and stuff like that. I still got like 2 fucking orders from Music Plaza that have not been mailed out yet. But again, it's nothing I can do because shit's still closed. And what else? Oh, and then I saw the clip from Jisoo when he was, I'm sorry, Golden, my bad, when he was on The Voice Korea. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty sad seeing him on there because, like, I mean, if you've heard any song from him, then you know that he is incredibly talented, and I don't know why he has to go on the show, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? He's independent. I mean, when he was on JYP, they didn't do shit with him. Like, they really didn't do much with him. Like, he was on that label for 15 fucking years, and he ain't dropped shit until, like, what, 2015, 2014, 2015 or some shit? And that was really it. So, like, I don't blame him for leaving, but yeah, it's just like, damn. I feel like I feel like he'll do well. But with these shows, you don't really fucking know. I wish him the best of luck. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, so speaking of BTS, so Jungkook had made his apology about the whole Itaewon situation on V Live recently. And oh right, so okay, so yeah, I didn't get a chance to speak out about the sugar situation because I just wasn't on. I didn't make a video or nothing about that. I was gonna wait to do a live, but I never got a chance to do it. So I know it's like old news and shit, but I still never gave my 2 cents on it. So I'm gonna just say this real quick. With the sugar situation, yeah, sorry, I couldn't ride with him on that one. Like, if you do your research on Jim Jones, then you would know he was a fucked up individual. Just saying, like literally, there's a whole fucking like, there's articles about it, about this man and what he was doing out there and all that other shit. So like, and a lot of people that were affected were Black people. He was in Africa, so you know what I'm saying. Like, so of course you can't really be, you know, upset at people being upset about it because people were and like the thing about what happened is like okay, so like quick rundown because there's a lot to uncover, but I'm not gonna go through like everything. So basically, what was going on was Jim Jones was out here, was a reverend and stuff like that. Decided to move to Africa and had a whole, fucking congregate, had a whole bunch of people move into this whole like fucking, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but it was just like a whole, like a, what the fuck, what the damn, the word's not coming to me right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, just a fucking place where everyone lived at, and with the church and all this other shit. And a whole bunch of other shit ensued while he was running this basically cult. And what happened was a congressman, what was his name? Leo Ryan. Excuse me. Leo Ryan. And it was him, think a couple of journalists and some other people came over to the compound to check it out. Once they were leaving, I guess Jim Jones felt that he was betrayed in a way. I don't know how, whatever. So they're waiting for their plane to go back to the States. Next thing you know, a few of his peoples ran up and just shot them all. I mean, not all of them died, but most of them died, but a couple lived, and then they was injured and stuff like that. And because they killed these people, the feds was after him, and knowing that the feds was after him, he didn't get everybody, because there's people that did not drink the Kool-Aid or sip the Kool-Aid. That's the term. They were, they all drink a punch of. It wasn't Kool-Aid. It was Flavor Aid. I mean, I don't know what the fucking difference is. Tomato, whichever. But they drank the punch, and a lot of people died. And a lot of them were also people under the age of 17. So a lot of kids and teenagers have died as well. Now, like I said, there were people that lived through all of this. There were people that did not, go through with the pact at all. And these are people that have to deal with this shit to this day. So, like, when you hear the term, like, sipping the Kool-Aid or drinking the Kool-Aid, like, that's offensive, because these are people that were at that compound and experienced all of that. Like, they had to go see all those dead bodies. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they went through all of that. So to this day, like, there's people that's like, offended by that term. And I don't blame them. I mean, obviously I've never been in anything like that, but there are people that's, been in cults and things like that. So obviously, like, I can't speak from experience, but, like I said, he was a fucked up individual. So going back to Sugar, I mean, I have to agree with Sam, like, people went, see, there was a process that went through with getting this song put on this album or this mixtape, whatever. It wasn't just like he did it and he put out himself. No, you got to get permission. So people heard the shit, and like no one just like, maybe, I don't know, but what's done is done. Big Hit made an apology, all this other shit, but regardless of all of that, like I said, I just wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. So there you go. But yeah. So let's see what else is going on. Rain. Okay. That was a big, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't know. I just feel like when it pertains to shit like this, y'all just need to do better. Like, stop putting everything that you see or hear that may look cool onto your work, and then you wondering like why you getting fucking dragged and shit. Do your research. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Okay, Rain. So Rain, I mean, unless besides everyone else, Rain's having a pretty good 2020. So for those who do not know, a few years ago, Rain came out with a song called Gang, and he was trying to be on some, he was on here bragging, and all. The song was bad. The song was bad. It was. And the song didn't do well. Of course, he got dragged for it. And then for some reason, recently, the song started popping up again, and people making memes out of it. And then since the song started, kind of getting traction again because of the memes, Rain just kind of just laughed it up. Was like, hey, song was trash, whoop de whoop. And then people started, fucking with the song. And now, because Rain's a smart bitch, he decided to get Higher Music for the remix. So it was J, PH1, CK, and I don't know how to pronounce the fucking dude's name. Was it Hone? Him? got them on a remix, and the shit was number one in like multiple charts in Korea, and also the original song is starting to chart on the charts again. So, and now he's on the show with Lee Shorty and Jay Suk. So they're all like, I don't know the name of the show, but they're on the show together. And yeah, it just seems like Rain is, he's pretty much basically he's back. So like I said, we all kind of having like a shitty 2020, but not Rain. So I've heard the song. I like the remix. I didn't like the original, but I like, the remix. And good for him. Good for him. Oh yeah. Okay, next. Dude from 86. So he got into some trouble. His homie was out here drinking and driving. I don't think so. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh no. I don't think Jay trained with Rain, because at this point, Rain was, he was blown, he was big at this point. So like if we heading towards like 08, I think like what was like wasn't like like his last year on JYP before he left? I'm not sure. Yeah, because he had to, because like 09 was fucking M Block and shit. So like I think like his last shit with Jay, he was like 08. So I don't think Jay had trained with Rain per se, like, was training per se, but he was definitely on there when Rain was still on the label. Yeah, but I don't know about training. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, at some point, I'm assuming at some point when Jay was training. See, I don't think Jay was training long to begin with. So yeah, I don't think Jay was like there in Korea like super long. But still, like he's probably, obviously when Rain was on J-Lo, he probably had met him maybe a couple times or so. But yeah. So dude from 86, young man got into some trouble. He was caught with DUI. Yeah. DUI. And because of that, he is not going to be on AB6's next comeback, which was actually supposed to be this week or tomorrow. It was supposed to be like soon. So they postponed the comeback probably till like later this month, and of course, fans are upset, as they should, because that's irresponsible as hell to be drinking and driving. Because I mean, like honestly, I shouldn't have to explain why you shouldn't. Like this is obvious. Like just don't. Like if you're going, like it's not hard. Just don't fucking do it. Call a cab, call an Uber. I know y'all got Ubers and shit in Korea. Like it's not that difficult, but now he gotta, suffer the consequences. I did hear that too. Yeah, he's getting, so AB6 was on Good Girl recently, so they're going to edit him out. That's just, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the other members, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for them. Okay, I'm getting the groups confused. I don't know why I was thinking CIX. No, I didn't see them. AB6, I did see a K-Count call. I said, okay. Got it. I knew it was one of them fucking members from Warner One was in that shit. Okay, AB6. Davey and what's his name? The fucking, oh my god, I forgot his name. But either way, the rapper. Either way, you gotta pay. You gotta. That's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. He is taking ownership of his actions. You know what I'm saying? He's not like giving us some low, stupid ass apology. But yeah, like I am, I'm actually happy that he's actually being a man and taking, like I fucked up. I gotta, suffer the consequences. And I apologize. That's all you can really do. So I hope he learned his lesson, and from now on, you don't drink and drive. Let's see. I'm not going to watch Island because I don't give a shit. I don't. What else? I have to catch up with Road to Kingdom. Hi, I have to catch up with Road to Kingdom. I haven't watched Good Girl. I kind of don't give a shit about the show, to keep it a buck with you. I kind of don't care. So it's probably the reason why I haven't watched it. I kind of don't really give a shit. But yeah, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch Kingdom. And from watching Sam's live stream last year, it seems like it's some bullshit. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. ONF should have definitely went home. I feel like Golden Child got played. And if the boys don't win, I'll be fucking shocked. And do I have hope for Pentagon? Slightly. I have to check out this week. Like I'm trying not to be super biased because out of all the groups on this show, I bias Pentagon. Well, they only go by, so yes, fucking Pentagon. So I don't bias any of the other groups. I know who most of them are, but I don't really know most of these groups like that. I feel like Oneness might be going home soon. I'm gonna be sad because I like them and I really like their lit performance. I thought it was really good. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm kind of irritated that ONF is still. I don't want them. I want them. I don't want them there. I want them to go home. Like I feel like Golden Child definitely got played. They definitely got fucking played. Like absolutely. But I don't know. But definitely, I feel like the one to win is definitely small dry. The one to win is definitely the boys, hands down, because they have been knocking it out the park since the fucking first episode. And I'm like I said, like I don't know them like that. I only know Kevin because Alex stands Kevin. But I've seen them at KCON. Wait, who I've seen at KCON? I've seen I've seen I've seen Very Very, the boys. Yeah, those are the ones I've only those are the only people on the show that I've seen live. And I like, you know what I'm saying, it was cool. Like I said, I wasn't familiar with their stuff, but they was cool. And I remember I saw the boys at like the convention last year and stuff like that. That was cool. But yeah, like I've really been feeling what the boys have been doing this entire show. And um but yeah, like I definitely think they're gonna take this one. Definitely. Um of course if Pentagon doesn't make it to Kingdom, I'll be fucking sad, but it is what it is. So I came into Kingdom not really listening to any of these groups. So I like not having a bias to anyone. I want the boys to win. Yeah, like I mean, if we want to just take the bias out of it, I'm rooting for the boys. Like I said, because they have been killing it this entire fucking show. Like there has not been a performance that they've done that I did not like. So I'm really like, really, really, you know, I'm rooting for them, definitely. Absolutely. Um, let's see. Okay, so there's something I saw that was interesting on my timeline today. So there's this songwriter named Tiffany Red, and she is calling out SM, basically for not getting paid for her work. So I've been seeing stuff, like I said, on and off on my timeline. Basically, saying so she's worked with what you call it, NCT, and so like she's done like NCT, so she's done Go for Dream and Balls for NCTU, and according to her, she hasn't been paid really for her work, and she's pissed. And I'm like, Jakes. So, and then of course she's also upset because they haven't really said anything about what's going on. And like I said before, how are you going to have Black people on your payroll and not say anything? So I kind of don't blame her on that one. But yeah, she's been all over Twitter, Instagram. Like she is like been very vocal. And then like she's even said that like within days ago, SM has contacted her to work on more stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but if they haven't been paying her ducats, and I suggest that they do. Because honestly, I feel like the last thing SM needs right now is to get fucking sued. Because they're not paying people. Like, come on. Come on. Yeah. What else is going on? Not sure what else is going on, really. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I gotta call my uncle back, and that was like about an hour ago. So obviously he wants to talk to me about something. So I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna catch up on Road to Kingdom, and I don't know when I'll do another live stream. I'm not sure. But you know, I'm still on the Twitters, so if you wanna keep up and whatnot, let a sister know and all that other good stuff. So thank you guys for coming and joining me. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and hope you guys have a good night and hope you have a good week. Wherever you are, please just be safe. And obviously with the Rona, obviously, but also if there's protests going close to where you are, again, just be safe out there because the cops was wilding, child. And so yeah, just watch our asses out here, and I will watch mine. So yeah, see you guys another time. All right, bye guys.